want to see if he got speedy guys, or do he like to throw it deep, or is he like the crossing route guy? Two different guys. But, and you got Sunshine? Oh, I should have put it on Omaha. I did. Did I change it to Omaha? Okay. Boy, I'll tell you what I've been sleeping on is the fact that if you got an offensive lineman with a superstar trait, they can read blitzes and shit. Still searching.
But still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when it peep us. Choose us in the belly of the beast. But outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising. Abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in. Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty. Will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Lemonade, lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that doubt? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an NFC Wildcard matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears.
The kickoff for Chicago.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
3-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 21. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
21-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 9 now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
With the carry for
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard, your receiver...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Room to run past midfield. And down right around the 37. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
A gain of 5 brings
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Carolina.
Sly set to boot it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Not much there, only a yard. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
First down, a run with Cohen. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
His kick is...
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line.
It's a gain of
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Carolina.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
That was well played, but that was also an example of the corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Carolina.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Panthers 28. Bears 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a desperation throw. They've got his man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
43-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And that's caught inside the 35. A game there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
In your face.
And they will take a knee here. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
I use a dub, I'm a win, I'm gonna lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? Ooh, can I get the dash? Can I catch me roll? The whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. But the women ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my face, cause these guys ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truth. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. Dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this, ayy. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't liking nothing. Yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah. Then I hit that. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I
done went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from way back then.